This is the reality of life. I want to bring people up to speed on some issues that concern me about the way women perceive to think they know why men have wounded them socially, economically, mentally, psychologically, the unhappiness, the desire of pain, the desire of unhappiness. What we see, what we feel, what we think we know about men. Women have a whole lot of emotional disattachment issues, some more than others, about what they perceive to think that a man is in their eyes. What they're going through is some kind of doubtful, very unattached realities that deals with the negative energy of pointing out, exposing anything that a man does that they don't like, they don't care about, they're not concerned with. Some of these issues deal with internal turmoil that goes on in the past tense of what they went through. Races, nationalities, different ages of women have already shared on social media sites, posts, messaging, and being able to bring this to a head, to deal with the realities and the issues of how you interact, conversate, voice your opinions, and your concerns about things that you may not understand enough of. What a man goes through, what his weaknesses, ups and downs, trials and tribulations, and struggles that he may go through with a woman, whether he's with her or not, whether he's married, boyfriend, girlfriend, any type of relationship issues that we're talking about. Domestic partnership, okay, some relationships and some issues and some matters of concern that deal with why it keeps happening each and every day. Those voices are getting louder. It is like they're feeding off of their own pain. Women have been in a situation where they are now pointing fingers and blame on men, generalizing their statements and issues to say, this is why you're no good. This is why this is not the right type of man that should treat you this type of way. What your worth is, a woman's worth, a woman's value, a woman's self-respect, the dignity and understanding that she should not take it no more. She should not tolerate this anymore. This is not the way a woman should be treated. Men need to understand, and women need to understand. You both need each other. You both have different issues, weaknesses, problems, whatever the conflict is that creates the divide, the divisive nature of why you feel so left out, disattached from, or the silence and isolation of being disconnected from those areas of conversation and talking about the real matters, issues, and ideas of why it keeps happening. But a woman can't heal her mind. Her spirit changes from where she wants to be, even though she says that she's blessed. God is in her corner. We hear a lot of that conversation going around about the Lord, Savior, what they're seen, what they have felt, their emotional, spiritual connection with God. God got me. all the slogan talk. We need to understand the more we create these false, illusionary conversations with ourselves, and when women talk to each other about men's issues or their own issues of an unhappiness, the nature of why these things continue to happen on a regular basis, why enough women are isolated, cut off, divided, separated. They put a wedge into their own progress, whether they know it or not. They don't take the first steps to try to resolve and try to include themselves into a situation where they can really ask themselves, did I do enough? Why am I not feeling the way I am supposed to feel? When I can't heal myself from all of the trials of misery, suffering, and agony. The notion that a woman, and all women, and women in general, are put in a label or stereotypical mindset of get back, keep away, stay away. The mentality of treating guys that you may or may not know, isolating them from their intentions or demeanor to reach out to you on any type of level, socially, friends, sociable partners, you are trying to keep that friction going. Why do women continue to do that over and over again? The hurt memories and sorrow and the point of not being able to heal yourself deals with your mind, your spirit, your heart. You need to understand, and as women anywhere around this world, country, any name, age, group, you need to understand that if you can't figure something out to resolve it, no matter how bad, how painful, how distressful it becomes to be, what do you do under real pressure and circumstances when you are being tested? Maybe it's beyond what it is that you're not realizing or seeing in front of you, looking at the problem, but not diagnosing the problem correctly, not being able to see beyond, using critical thinking, using your mass understanding of logic and knowledge and wisdom to see it in different ways. Because when you deal with a man, you philosophically got to know 4 and 5 and 6 different patterns of how to respond to his unhappiness. We don't know if she understands that. What makes a man tick? What makes him disconnect from you? What makes him not relate to your issues? Conversation, chemistry, the attachment of why he's going to treat you a certain type of way. The bond, the rebelling against whatever it is that you're fighting or resisting from. Because women brings resistance at a whole different level than a man does. Every man has a different level of tolerance. What they like, what they see, what they want, what desires their heart, their soul, and their mind, their spirit. I've been trying to reach people with this. I've been trying to get to them the core soul of why and the reason for how come they still don't understand enough about what men go through. They need to understand about what they go through. on a regular basis. But that's always been like that. Women always talk to each other about things that they want to talk to each other about, what they feel comfortable with doing. Subjects speaking about men issues. What the conflict is really about is, what do you really understand about things when they don't go right? They don't go your way. The common interest of partnership. What's the common interest of friendship? What's the common interest of someone that's keeping it real and someone that is faking who they really because of what they are and what they want to be, and contributize the deception of making you believe there's something else going on, or making you believe there's something that's not really there. Honesty, truth, trustworthiness, the notion of the words that become very kind of in the same direction, and they're saying it and repeating it over and over again. Okay? This is what women do. They repeat and say the same words constantly, consistently. Okay? They have a way of using loyalty, love, trust, understanding, and respect. Okay? The dishonest nature of who we are. Are we supposed to be men of a second level, second tier type of individuals that only we supposed to acknowledge what they go through, and not we're not supposed to acknowledge our own pain, our own suffering, our own misery, our own desire to do things, find our way, learn how to become better men, and be guided in the right direction for that. The honest truth is, if we destroy each other, there's really nothing left behind it. There's nothing left. There's nothing to build a future for. Too many single people, isolated, divorced, separated. We have so many categories of why men are on one side and women on the other side, apart from each other. My wisdom today is to let people know that you have to work at everything that you do in life, no matter how bad, how good, how easy, how hard. Honestly, giving up and quitting is an easy fix to an easy answer of not saying that you care enough about fighting for something that may not be the right course of action to resolving the original problems that occur. But if you are not built for it mentally, spiritually, when will you ever be tested to know what your capabilities are if you decide that you don't have those answers and you give up completely on yourself and all of the other issues that follow behind that? This is the Professor of Knowledge speaking with the Tango family tonight. Salute, warriors, Lions of Judah, coming at you. Good night.